there is a conversation going on social media that there can be an electoral fraud at the National Commission for the final counting of a vote for this 2025 presidential election. I will tell you that no. If electoral fraud took place before this period, those who are members of the National Commission for the final counting of election cannot fraud the figure, because representatives of all the political party that went in for 2025 presidential election are present, and those envelopes will be open before everybody. So let me tell you where electoral fraud usually happened. It happened at the police station. It happened when they are compiling the final a page or a document for the result to send to the subdivision. And then it happens at the level of the subdivision before transferring it to the divisional headquarters of Elekan. And then there at the divisional headquarters of Elekan is where the highest fraud usually happened. And that is why Isa Chiroma Bakare came out the other day and was crying because of what was happening in Bafosa. And that it forced many people to come out. Douala, Ncha, Bafa, and Blimbe. And this is mainly because that is the place where everything is. When they sealed the envelope there, then all the representatives of all the political party at the Lekam office who participated in the election, they were signed. So at this point, there is not. And then from the transporting of those envelopes from the divisional headquarters of Elekam to Yaoundé, where the National Commission for the final counting of a vote will be sitting, the transportation in between this period, another electoral fraud can happen there, because they can forge the figure, the signatures of those representatives and change the envelope. So if they don't do it at this point, there is no way the members of the National Commission for the final counting can do anything again. They cannot change the figure, they cannot fraud anything, they cannot change anything. So electoral fraud cannot take place at this level where they are now, because they will be opening all the envelopes in before all the representatives of all other political party, and they will be seeing it. And then I don't believe that they can, by the conscience of the person representing Isa Chiroma Bakare, or the person representing Bello Buba, or the person representing Cabral Libi, or the person representing Osi Joshua, and many others. They cannot buy their conscience. So it will be very difficult at this point. And that is the same thing with the president of the Constitutional Council. Because when they will conclude on who is the winner, when they will combine everything together, then they will send the result. So there will be a lot of argument going on within the members of the National Commission for the final counting of election. The argument is that when they will see the signatures of those on those envelopes who finally signed, and then they see the one of their representative, it does not resemble, then they will start saying this signature, something happened. And then they have to explain and prove that nothing happened to, or they will see a figure that is printed. They have to argue on that figure until something will be, they will prove and show proof that this figure was not printed. It happens like that naturally, where they will contact other people from that polling station or at that divisional level to explain why that figure was printed. So that is the argument that will be going on in between them. And this will go on for 5 days. Within 5 days, they have to finish everything and then combine and write the final report and the winner and the number of votes, the percentage and everything. And then the president of the National Constitutional Council now will read just what has been given to him. So if you go there and start reading a different figure, pronouncing and calling a different person, that is when these people now will come out with the original, this thing that all of them signed there before giving to the Constitutional Council. So electoral fraud have stopped. It cannot happen again at this point. But we know that there is no way they can fraud this election, because Isa Chiroma Bakare is the winner and the gap is too wide for anything to happen.